Well, I started violin when I was 4, but when the Blair School opened, I then took lessons starting at 6 there, and I got a scholarship, which was given to me by the Women's Music sorority at Peabody College. So I gave my first little recital at the Social Religious Building on Peabody campus, and they were so happy to have me. They gave me a huge corsage, and they planted it right here, and then I proceeded to put my violin and smash it down, which they were just in horror, and I was like, I didn't even notice. And I was playing 2 pieces at the time, Vivaldi A minor and a Bach piece, and I was playing on stage, and I just switched them right in the middle and played the other piece, and then went back to the other one, and my poor little accompanist who was playing with me was just so freaked out. I traumatized him forever. And I didn't even know I did it. So that was my first experience on stage. Well, when I first got in the orchestra, it was a community orchestra. Most everyone was a professional in another field, bankers, lawyers, doctors, and then they'd get together at night and play in the orchestra. And it was mostly, well, I guess it was always nighttime rehearsals, except for the educational concerts during the day. Oh gosh, it's a full-time job plus. I mean, it's a multimedia event. I mean, back then it was classical and pops, and that was it. Now it's everything. I mean, all different genres of music. Really great. I mean, that's what you strive for in Music City, to have a Music City orchestra. Not just one thing, but something that pleases everyone. And I think we've got that now. Well, what people don't realize, and a lot of young people don't realize this, is that you really should not stop playing for long periods of time, because, like running, for instance, if you were going to train for a marathon, you wouldn't not run for 4 months and then all of a sudden run. It's just like that. You have to do some form of playing every day. I mean, you can take some days off, but you're going to notice it when you come back to it. I'm lucky because I play in the studio almost all the time when I'm not playing in the orchestra, so I'm always playing. And practicing is a different subject altogether. You're fine-tuning what you're doing. But actually physically playing, you have to keep playing. Because that's when you injure yourself, is when you stop and then you try to go back at it full force again, just like any activity. I did a Bruce Springsteen album, and he was there. And what was so amazing about that is, everyone sees him with the bandana and, the cool clothes, but he was in a business suit. He looked like a banker. And I almost didn't recognize him, but very professional, very business. And we did the album. No titles were on the music because they were so afraid that it would get out before it was released. So I had no idea which songs I was playing until the CD came out, but that was really cool. I work a lot with Garth Brooks. He's an amazing man. He's so generous and so nice, and it's just like coming to his house when you're at his studio on Music Row, and he feeds you, he talks, he and his wife, Tricia, they're just so lovely. And I've worked with Dolly Parton, and she's amazing too, really funny, very funny.